Yay, I think I'm live. Can you hear me, everyone? Good evening. If you can hear me, let me know. Hi, everyone. Oh, good. Okay, so I'm live now. 1 second, just let everyone know on Facebook. Be with you in a moment. Hey, I'm live. Sorry about that. Be with you in a second. Okay, lovely. So, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. Let's have a look who we have here this evening. Craig Spiritual, good evening, my love. Star Eyes, hello. Is this your first time on my live? Do let me know in the comments. It's nice to know when people are new and it's their first time on my live. Andrea, good evening. Reese Lai, good evening. Leonie, good evening. I think I said hello to Andrea. Did I, Andrea? If not, hello. Shanu Singh, good evening. Thank you for joining me. Leonie. Patsy, hello, my love. Okay, dear. You just hang in there. Put your feet up and make yourself something nice to drink, Patsy. Dion Riley, good evening. Kerry Hutton Page. Tiger Dragon. Tony Hanley. Is this your first time on my live? I'm not sure now. I'm sure I recognise your name. Who else do we have here? Barbara Evans, good evening. I think I said hello to Kerry. Alexandra Wyatt, good evening. Tanya Ros Debatko. Is it your first time here? Yeah, I thought so, Tony. Yeah. Okay, so for anyone that is, if it's your first time here this evening, basically, we all settled in and say our hellos, etc., and then I will do a card choice to start the evening off, and then if you put your hi Casey, my love. If you put your questions in the comments, and I will come to whoever I'm drawn to. Good evening, Barbara Halliday. Yeah, so and Graney, good evening, my love. And Adam, hello, dear. How are you? Yeah, so I'll start with a card choice, and then I will put, and then if you after that, if you put your questions in the comments, I'll come to those I feel drawn to. There is also a facility for you to donate, and I will put the link to that. I know that the moderators sometimes do as well. So here is the link for anyone who wishes to donate. And then, of course, I will come and answer your question. But other than that, I will come to who I feel drawn to. So, yes, I hope everyone's well. Yeah, we'll have to get Adam back on one night again. Okay, so let's start with a card choice, shall we? Just get my Christmas decks out for you. And we do have a full moon tomorrow. So I have my Moonology deck this evening. It is the full cold moon. Jocelyn R, welcome. It's the full cold moon tomorrow. And it's in Gemini. Do we have any Geminis here this evening? Thanks, Kerry. Because, it's a very, how can I say, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. So I feel with this energy tomorrow and over the sort of next few days or perhaps a week or so, communication will be a key focus for everyone. And you may find that you're able to put your viewpoint across and how you see things. It's very interesting for us here in the UK as we have our general election when we're voting for our Prime Minister. And that's tomorrow. So it will be a very powerful energy. And it's the 12th of the 12th as well. So, wow. But there will be a lot of, as I say, a lot of focus will be on communication, whether with regards to the election or other things going on in your world. Thanks, Casey. I do love the colour red. I think it's probably because I'm an Aries and it's the colour of Aries. So I do, it's just a colour I'm always attracted to other than purple. We'll have to look at people's colours, favourite colours at some point because, our favourite colour does tell a story actually about our personality, so, and it can be quite interesting. So I'm going to start now with my Moonology deck. Craig, you do make me chuckle. UCube, good evening. That's a good name. I will be coming to questions soon. I'm just starting off with a card choice and then I will be taking questions. So right now we're going to choose cards out of this Moonology deck. I'm going to draw 4 cards. So if you can choose which you feel drawn to, 1, 2, 3 or 4. And then we'll go on to some questions. Purple and pink, Barbara. So that's spirituality and love. I imagine you like in pink, Barbara, and purple actually. So here we are with card 1. You've got new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. So whatever you have going on around you right now, whatever you're dealing with, they're urging you to bring love into this situation, okay? In other words, think with your heart rather than your head. If it's a decision you're making, perhaps, maybe you need to look at it with a very compassionate viewpoint right now, or perhaps try to get into bringing some emotional empathy for the other person or people who are involved. That's card 1. Card 2 is first quarter moon, and your commitment is being tested. So, are you being pushed at the moment? Are you feeling a little overwhelmed with something? Or are you feeling like giving up on something? You know, commitment can be a very difficult thing, can't it, at times? And it relates to many areas of life and will relate differently for each and every one of you. So, this could be commitment to a project, commitment to a relationship, commitment to finding a relationship, perhaps, or just, commitment in a general sense, being disciplined. So, they're urging you here to stay the course, to remain determined. Don't give up, even if you are being tested or feel like you're being tested, or perhaps someone's testing you. Have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. So that they're urging you here to that's why you like that one. Um, they're urging you to have faith in your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. Those of you drawn to card 3, no matter how off the wall they may seem or how far away they may seem, you've got to keep believing and have faith that they will come true, okay? So that's what they're urging you to do this evening. And card 4, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus, and that wonderful earthy Taurus energy is asking you to be grounded, to think ahead, to think of the long term, and to start making plans. Okay, so so those of you who are drawn to card 4, it's about looking at things with a view to the long term. This is not about overnight remedies or solutions. This is about taking things one step at a time and being very practical. Okay, so that's your first picker card, and now we'll take a look at your questions. So if you do have so it's just gonna right, okay. So if anyone else has joined me whilst I was doing the card choice, good evening. And Shanu Singh wants to know if she will marry Vivek. Let's have a look. Yeah, very interesting way of looking at it, YouCube. Red does relate to emotion in a very intense way, really. But not emotion in the way most people view emotion. It's more about passion, intensity of feeling, and that kind of thing. And that's the thing, emotions can be felt in that way. And that's actually, in fact, we can go back now to me being an Aries, and that's how we tend to feel emotion, in a sort of intense, passionate way. We have a lot of passion when we get emotional, whereas a water sign you may see the tears more. With us, we get very passionate. Any fire signs out there, I'm sure, will agree. So, yeah, and red links in with that. So, yeah, you're absolutely right there. UCube, I like that name. So why am I getting all these wrong cards? Okay, so we want the winter wait, because there's a lady here this evening who wants to know if she will marry Vivek. Let's have a look then for you. I'm getting my romance angel cards out as well for you. Maybe draw one of those as well. Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah. Okay, so there's no need to keep repeating it, YouTube. I have seen it. I have seen it. Mm. Thanks, Casey. Thank you. Quick on the button there, Casey. I think we were all thinking the same thing there. Okay, such a shame. Never mind. Okay, so was saying good evening. So let's find this lady now. A lady, I can't remember your first name. Something Singh, I think it was. If you're still there, type in the comments, okay? I'm giving these cards a good shuffle. In fact, I'm going to ask Spirit to come in. Dear Spirit and angels, please send your loving guidance this evening to this wonderful community. Will this lady marry Vivek? If you're there, my love, do type in the comments. Wow, Knight of Cups. Fantastic card. This is, if we're looking for proposals of marriage. Shanu. Okay, my darling. Shanu Singh. If you're looking for a proposal of marriage and you want a card to come out, this is the one you want. The Knight of Cups. Can you see him there holding his cup of love and expressing his feelings? This is the proposal that you are waiting for. Let's take another card. Ace of Cups. Now, anyone here, and there's a few of you here who know the tarot, will know Knight of Cups and Ace of Cups. What a powerful combination if you are looking for commitment and for more love from someone, for proposals of marriage, etc. I'm not going to move any further from that. I feel it's such a wonderful combination. I just don't want to spoil it. Not that it would, but I'm tempted to draw another card, but I won't. I'm going to stick with that. This is a proposal of love, okay? This is someone stepping in and asking you to marry them. Now, the cups generally relate to the summer. I'm not really one for timings as such, but you know, the cups tend to relate to summer. So this could be a summertime proposal. Not necessarily next year, could be the one after, but there is a proposal coming in for you, and it could possibly be a summertime proposal. So here is your romance angel card, trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Look at that. Okay, so the angels want you to have faith. They want you to believe and trust in them, that they will get this proposal or deal with this situation in the right time and the right way. Divine timing is what you need to wait for here. In other words, you can't push this situation, but it will come, okay, at the right time. So, yeah, wonderful combination of cards. It's coming, this proposal of love and commitment and possible proposal of marriage, and they're urging you to trust the universe. Don't worry too much about it, okay? Give your worries over to them and let them deal with it for you. Okay, so let's pull this a bit closer. Okay, so Berenice, thank you for joining me. Barbie girl, hello. Is this your first time on my live, Barbie girl? Hi, Anne Douglas. There was someone else that was new here earlier. I saw them. Don't know if one of the moderators noticed that person that was new. I'm not sure if Barbie girl is new. Star Eyes, and I'm pretty sure you're new. Will my Aquarius come back to me? Does he miss me? Let's have a look. Okay, so this is for Star Eyes. Will my Aquarius come back to me? Does he miss me? Dear angels and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to Star Eyes. Does Aquarius miss her? What does she need to know, please? Oh, 2 cards flew out for you. He's feeling quite lonely without you, my love. Star Eyes, yes, he's feeling quite lonely without you. You kind of, how can I say, you gave him stability. He knew where he stood with you, whereas now he's a little bit lost. 6 of Wands. He is even thinking about possibly coming back into your life. It is crossing his mind, Star Eyes. Let's take another card here. Oh, yes, look at this. He is definitely missing you. That is the card you want to see. The 6 of Cups. This is someone who is looking back at the past, at things that went on between you. And there are a lot of regrets, a lot of sadness here. Yes, in answer to your question, Aquarius is most definitely missing you. And as I said, feeling quite alone here, you know, wishing things didn't happen or hadn't happened. Thanks, Casey. In the way that it has. So let's take a romance card for you now, my love, and see what the romance angels say. Oh, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So I feel this is twofold, I feel this is about you stepping back for a while, and Aquarius, to both step back for a while and really think about things, about whether this is a relationship that is well and truly over, because I'm not so sure that it is, but I do sense he's really missing you, and I feel you're missing him. Star Eyes. Thank you so much for joining me, Butterfly A. Good evening. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, please do like, subscribe, and share. It means a lot. I really do appreciate it, and it helps my channel to grow, And as Barbara's pointing out, it's a great energy exchange. Whilst everyone's on here, I do have a giveaway that is coming up, and the video will be uploaded tomorrow morning. That's 7 a.m. GMT UK time. So do look out for it. All you need to do is subscribe, like, and comment on the video, and then I will be choosing someone, but I will be drawing it from, I should be putting all the names in a kind of in a bag or bowl or whatever and drawing the names out. But there are 4 prizes. So do look out for the giveaway tomorrow morning. It's a thank you for all your wonderful support since I started this channel last year, so do look out for that. Let's have a look. Lovication, hello, thank you for joining me. So Grainy, my son, 16, is very sad. Will he be okay? Today is my late husband's birthday. First was his 7th anniversary. My son, 16, is very sad. Oh, okay. Wow, lots of important dates there for you, Granny, all in one sort of month. So let's have a look for the lovely Granny. My son is 16. Will he be okay? Okay, dear angels and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to Granny this evening. Will her son be okay, please? Will her son be okay? And I'm going to draw a card as well for your husband to come through, Granny. King of Wands. This is a wonderful card in regard to your question, because the King of Wands is someone who is very positive and able to overcome sadness or sad issues, okay? You know, the fire signs are not down for long. They always find a way of picking themselves up, and I suppose this is why you're getting this message here. They're letting you know that your son has a way of. I feel his emotions do go up and down. They fluctuate, and he seems to be able to pick himself up. Um, what is it? It's like he's lacking motivation here. Is he has he sort of had thoughts of walking away from something or shutting the door on something or simply not opening the door, refusing to open the door to something? Sometimes it can be that way around as well. But sometimes we walk away because we refuse to see the truth of a situation, or we refuse to do the things we need to do. Because the Four of Pentacles is telling me he seems quite stuck in his ways. Um, and it can be difficult to get him to see things in the way he needs to, or in the way that would benefit him. He does appear to have a lot on his shoulders, or has had a lot on his shoulders, and it's really bearing down on him. Can you see that there of the 10 of Wands? But look, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, Granny, and the Wheel of Fortune is saying that things are going to kind of have, there's going to be an unexpected change of events in some way, in a positive way. This card didn't come out reversed. It came out upright, which when that happens, we're talking about good luck. So luck is on his side here. Something's coming in to sort of get him away from this situation that he's finding himself in. I feel as if he wants to leave something. He's had enough of something. And he can be quite stubborn and dig his heels in. He's had a lot of pressure, and it's the pressure that's getting to him. What cards am I on? 3, 4, 5. Let's take another card. King of Swords. There's someone in his environment who seems quite strict and stern. Could this be someone at college or something like that? If you can type in the comments at all, Granny, and let me know. Let's have a look. I feel this is someone around him, perhaps he's 16, so I imagine it's school or college, but it's someone who's very strict and quite stern. And oh, okay. Yes, he has had and has, yeah. Thank you, Barbie Girl. And I love your name. And it reminds me of that song. Um, so, Granny wants to leave school for carpentry. Wow. Okay. Yes, that's it then. This is why he wants to leave this situation. Yeah, it's not making him happy where he is, Granny. And not everyone wants to stay at school, do they? Some of us are very practical people, and I feel that's it's I feel he needs to follow his dream. Let's draw a card. If he follows his dream, what will happen? Craig, one day I'd need to write it first. That's the thing. It's finding time to write it. If anyone wants to write a meditation for me, Craig, that would be wonderful. And of course, I'll read it out. If anyone had anything like that, poetry, etc., meditations, then sure, of course. And you can always contact me through my Facebook page. For those of you who aren't aware, I do have a Facebook page as well, and you can come through and message me there, so it's quite handy. The star card, my goodness, look at this. This is a fantastic card, Granny. I feel he could do very, very well with carpentry. And as I said before I drew this card, I feel he should follow his dream. Well, this is about following your dream, okay? And it's a card that relates to Aquarius and mental energy and the ability to sort of tune into your ideas and put them into practice. It's a card of dreams and following your dreams. So I feel very strongly that he should do that. He should, if it's possible, go after an apprenticeship. Carpentry is a wonderful thing, and it's not to we do have we're struggling to find carpenters in this country now, so it's a dying trade and a wonderful thing to get into. And I want to draw a card, Grainy, because I know you said it's the 7th anniversary of your husband's passing. Yeah, he needs to put himself out there. There was a period where they were really helping people with apprenticeships. Okay, so, Grainy, look. This is the card I drew for your husband. And he's coming through and letting you know. This is what he's letting you know. That there's a poem, isn't there? Someone may know it. Do not weep, for I am not there. There's a poem along those lines. This is to remind you that he is in spirit, but he's very much still there. He's still there. Have you been visiting his gravestone or something like that? Because I'm feeling that's why this has come through for you. And draw another card. Justice. Okay, this card, the Justice card, is basically, I feel your husband is saying it was unfair. It feels as if it was unfair, but it was his time to go. Even though things did seem unfair, it was traumatic, but he wants you to rebuild your life, Grainy. Yeah, that's why this has come out. I don't know if you can see the card. You see, you're visiting the grave, but that's it's so lovely because when you're there, he's very close to you. They sense when we visit the gravestones. It's one of the times that they can draw very close to us, and he's letting you know he was there with you. And you've got a justice card, so I feel he was saying, it felt as if it was all so unfair what happened. But the Tower card here is asking you to rebuild, my love, okay? To rebuild your life. Just as, when we build a snowman, don't we? And it melts away. But then when it snows again, we rebuild. And it's time now. It's time for you to start really rebuilding your life, is what the message is coming through very clearly for you here. That's what he wants you to do, okay? And I'm just going to quickly take a card from Spirit for you. This is for you, my love. Okay. Grainy, he is saying, your husband is saying, tears cleanse the soul. In other words, don't, let the tears flow, my love. Don't feel that you have to bottle everything up or be strong for everyone. I do feel, Grainy, that you tend to do that. You put your own feelings on hold, and you are strong, and that's a wonderful thing. But do remember that you have to let those tears flow as well. And as this card is reminding you, they do cleanse the soul, and you will feel so much better for it, okay? And your husband will be there wiping away those tears for you, okay? So that is for the lovely Grainy. So, Barbie girl, I've a psychic on my mind with whom I want to collaborate in occultism research in near future. Will that person help me to do so? And what kind of outcome I can expect from this occult research? Okay. Are you talking, so Barbie girl, you're talking about the paranormal, are you? When you say occult research, are you talking about visiting properties, etc., where yeah. You're very welcome, Grainy, my love. Remember, tears cleanse the soul, won't you? Don't be afraid to shed a few tears. even if it's just in private. So when you say complete paranormal, yeah, so you're going to visit what would be classed as haunted properties, haunted homes. Is that right? King of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Tower. Well, it could be quite challenging for you, Barbie girl. Okay, I'm an honest tarot reader, so I tell you what I see. The person that you would be working with is very sensitive to spirit. They're very, very sensitive, very intuitive. But you've got the Ace of Swords and you've also got the Tower card. So a sense that you will be tuning into a lot of trauma if you do this. Okay. There will be possibly a lot of negative energy that you would be possibly drawing towards you. And I'm saying possibly, and I'm accentuating that word because I don't want to put you off of doing what you want to do if this is what you've set your heart on, but you must be prepared for the negative energy that you may attract. And I'm saying that because of these cards that I'm drawing now. Okay, let's take another. Yeah, we've got the Three of Swords as well. So, Page of Swords. You could have some negative spirit energy coming through when you do this, my love. So you would need to accept that before you went ahead, if you see what I mean. So that's for Barbie girl. Yeah. So don't go into it thinking that it will be all love and light, because I'm not so sure that it would. But you must make your own decision, as long as some people are quite okay with that. Do you see what I mean? So if anyone needs their question answered, I obviously can only answer so many questions in one evening, but here is a link to my PayPal if anyone would like to donate. Oh, thank you, Casey. If anyone would like to donate, there is my link, and of course I will come to you. Okay, Tiger Dragon. Elaine Tat. How does Russ feel about my letter to him? I mailed him a letter last week. Well, good evening, Elaine. Thank you for joining me. So this, how does he feel? Let's go back to how does Russ feel about my letter to him? I mailed him a letter last week. Okay, this is for Elaine Tat. Okay, Hanged Man. Right, well, nothing's happening at the moment. It's all hanging in the balance, isn't it, here with the Hanged Man? Okay, so I feel as if you're going to need to be patient. The Magician card, how does he feel? Now, I don't know what was in this letter, but someone appears to be quite anxious about this. This is for Elaine Tat. If you can just type in the comments, someone appears to be quite anxious about this situation. If you can type in the comments, Elaine. Someone is feeling quite anxious. Now, they're indecisive as well. They've got the Seven of Cups. They're biding their time. So you think it's you, that you're quite anxious, are you, right now? Well, I feel you need to be very realistic about this situation between you and this person, okay? Perhaps, do you feel you're kind of at times getting carried away a little bit with thoughts of this kind of happy ever after, is what I'm picking up here with you, Elaine. And so there's a need for you to stay grounded, but also determined. The World card indicates a new situation, a new cycle. And one more card, the Empress. So I'm sensing you have a lot of love to give, and feel very strongly towards this person. But this is something that could take a lot of time. For some reason, there appears to be a kind of barrier between you and this person. So it's going to need a lot of patience on your part, Elaine. That's what I would say in response to that, because things aren't quite as straightforward as you would like them to be, if you see what I mean. And I think you know what I mean. That's what I'm sensing for you. So, yeah, there would be a need for you to really take some time here, and also be realistic about what you can expect from him. And thank you for joining me this evening. Sarah Pritchard. Okay. Let's have a look for you. Excuse me, sorry, I went so close up with the camera. Okay, so this is for Sarah Pritchard. You're very welcome, Elaine. This is for Sarah Pritchard, who would like a spirit message. So I'm going to do you. Let's have a look for you, my love. And I will draw a card as well from the spirit. Oh, I'll get that later. It's obviously not meant to be, that one. Okay, so let's see if I can get any words for you with the spirit letters. This is for Sarah Pritchard. Got a lot of letters here, Sarah. Wow, just turning them all over. See what words come through. So many letters. Okay, Spirit, please guide me. Okay, Sarah, have you been feeling have you been feeling quite trapped, quite stuck recently? I'm going back to Sarah. Have you been feeling quite anxious recently, my love? That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling anxiety with you. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm sensing anxiety with you, my love. Here with these words, and I'll show you in a minute. I won't be long, everyone. Just doing a spirit message board for Sarah Pritchard. Okay, do you know anyone with the name Jill? There's someone called Jill coming through for you here, Sarah. I feel Jill is in spirit. This could be someone that you knew or someone who passed over before you were, and even born, perhaps. Sometimes Jill can be the name of our spirit guide. Sometimes our spirit guide comes through, and I will show you in a minute. Okay. So that is for Sarah. I'm going to show you the charms in a moment. So I feel you have a spirit guide here called Jill. Now, okay, so they're telling me that the baby has gone but not forgotten, is gone but not forgotten. I'll show you in a moment. Okay. Okay, so these words, remember, are quite symbolic, but I will give them to you and explain. Okay, so let's see if you can see this, Sarah. This is for you, my love. So it was Sarah Pritchard, wasn't it? Let's make sure I've got the right name. Hold on. Oh, a minute. Sarah, if you're there, please type in the comments. This is Sarah. I'm pretty sure it was Sarah Pritchard. We have a few Sarahs that tend to come on here, including myself. So, oh yeah, okay, right. So here you have the words that are coming through. Okay, now you're going to be. They're telling you you're going to be taking a trip by car. Can you see that here? Trip by car. Okay, and your baby and spirit are coming to you when you dream. Have you dreamt of your baby, Sarah? Could you please type in the comments? And I will extend this with a card from the spirit messages as well. Okay, now we've got the word ton, and that is because you've got so much on your shoulders right now. You're really feeling quite weighed down with everything. And but they're letting you know that your baby is coming through to you when you dream. You have the name Jill. Now, I feel this is more to do with a spirit guide around you with the name Jill. Okay, and they want you to know that your baby has gone, but she's gone, but she is not forgotten. You know that saying, "Gone but not forgotten," is what I'm getting here. Okay, so and also she remains in spirit for when you will meet up again. So, and she will be very much with you when you dream at night. And I feel especially tonight, I feel she's going to come through. Okay, and this is they're letting you know that she is still there. Okay, and she will grow in spirit. When babies go to spirit, they do continue to grow until they get to an age that they feel comfortable with. That's the belief of spiritualism. Okay, and fit. You've got the word fit. Now, I feel this is they're urging you here. The message I feel coming from this word is that you don't have to fit anyone's expectations. Okay, take however long you need to get past this, to get through this, to process this. Okay, that's what they want you to do. Don't feel you have to fit anyone's expectations. I'm going to take a card from the heaven cards, talking to heaven cards. So Sarah. Oh, look at that. I was met by so many people. Wow, look, you see, your baby was met by all your loving family that went before her. She's very well looked after. And I'm really tuning into this female energy here. This is like a grandmother energy around your baby, looking after her, okay? So please hold on to that. Take that with you this evening. Baby is being very well looked after, and she will come through to you in your dreams, my love. Okay. That's for Grainy. Just give me 1 second, please. Just got to. Okay. So, Oh, Sandra Valentine, I didn't realise you were there. Um, okay, darling. Hopefully you can join us on where are we? Friday evening. And do look out for tomorrow morning, everyone. 7 a.m. There is a giveaway that I have uploaded. So Casey, Emily has a question. Okay. Is Emily new here then? Casey. Kelly Graff. Good evening. Thank you for joining me. Hold on a second. So, Emily, I'm just trying to find your question. Oh. Oh, Emily, that's so sorry you haven't been able to tune in, but so glad you could join us this evening. Now, when you're saying, can you let me know if it is likely the guilty person will pay? Are we talking about something legal there? That's right, Tiger Dragon. They certainly are. Oh, okay, Emily. Yeah, no, that's fine. But when you're saying about will this person pay? Are you the guilty person? Are we talking about a legal situation? What kind of situation are we talking about here? If you can type in the comments, Emily. Hopefully, but not guaranteed. What do you mean? Is this to do with a legal situation? I need to kind of, yeah, as Casey's saying, could you clarify? Okay, she's not coming through, so I can't really answer the question, Emily, right now. I'll go on to someone else for the moment and perhaps come back to you, but I need to know, first of all, in what way, what you meant there. So Tony Hanley, has my mum got a message for me? Okay, Tony, let's have a look for you. Okay, Emily, that is not. I can understand and really empathise with you, darling, but it isn't something I would like to get involved with. I'm sure you can understand, but if you have another question that isn't to do with that, then perhaps I can answer that for you. So this is for. You're very welcome, Sarah Pritchard. So now, who was I reading for here? Oh, yeah, Rita Soars, wasn't it? Was it Rita Soars? Who was it? I've completely forgotten the name of the person. No, Tony Hanley. Tony Hanley. A message from Mum. Let's have a look. Okay. So this is for you, lovely Tony Hanley. Let's have a look here. Okay. Yeah, I hope you understand, Emily. I'm just not able to get into anything legal or that may border on legal, Okay. Dear Spirit, please come through this evening for Tony. Is Tony's mum there, please? What messages do you have for Tony, please? Let's have a look. King of Wands, she's asking you to be positive, to be bold, to go out there and grab life with both hands. You're very welcome, Kelly Graf. The Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant is a very spiritual card, okay? And It also relates to spirit being very much around you, spirit looking after you, spirit having your back. So she's letting you know she's got your back, okay? She's keeping a very close eye on you. There's a decision you need to make, Kelly. Are you in a relationship, Kelly? By the way, could you let me know? Are you in a relationship? You've got the Page of Wands as well. She's really asking you to get out there into the world. You know, even if the weather's bad, if it's cold outside, look, as it is in these cards, she's urging you to get out of your bubble, okay? This is for Tony, by the way. This is for Tony. Queen of Wands. My goodness. Are you a fire sign? If not, was your mum a fire sign? We've got a Queen of Wands coming through here. A wonderful strength coming through for you. This is for Tony Hanley. This is for Tony. If you can comment, if people can comment, it really helps with the reading. So this is for Tony. Yeah, I can only go so far unless people can comment yeah. But we've got Queen of Pentacles here. Kelly Graff, this is for Tony Hanley, my love. So Tony, if you're there, okay, so I'll just do one more card anyway. I don't know if Tony's gone, but you've got the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups. There's options around you. Clearly, there are options around you. Let's have a look. Seven of Cups. Two of Swords as well. She's asking you to face up to a certain situation. Are you in a relationship? Tony, I can see your comment now. Are you in a relationship, my love? Because she wants you to be honest with yourself about something and face up to a certain situation and deal with it. She feels you've been hiding away from something or perhaps procrastinating. Is there a decision or a sort of home truth that you need to face up to with regard to a relationship? Because that's what I'm picking up here. I don't know if you can let me know in the comments. I'm going to just draw a card from the Heaven card so we can get a message from Mum. You still love your ex, okay? So this is what the message is, that you've got to face up to the harsh truth of the situation, if you see what I mean. Okay, so this is from Mum. Okay. She wants you to believe in yourself, Tony. She is saying, believe in yourself. You can do it, okay? And Tony Hanley, are you with Kelly Graff? Are you together here? Because Kelly Graff is saying she's with you. Are you with Kelly Graff? You've got believe in yourself. Okay, that's what Mum wants you to do, my love. Okay, so that's for Tony. And that's actually what I was saying when the cards first came out. Sometimes we've just got to get out there into the world and be brave and be bold. But there's something you need to face up to, and I feel it's to do with a relationship. Okay, yeah. Right, so let's have a look at. I'm doing all sorts, Luca Rex. Nadina Powell. Hello, can I get a general reading, please? I think it's your first time here. So if anyone really desperately needs a question answered, here is the link to my donation box, my tip jar, as it were, as Casey calls it. Thank you, Tony. Okay, Nadina. So could you please give me do you have a question, Nadina? As I do like to come to people who when it's their first time on my live. I try to come to others that I'm drawn to, and of course, if someone donates, then I will come to you as well. Yeah, so if you're there, if not, I'll come to someone else in a moment because it's only time's running out. So Rita says, Sarah, I've been having these strange dreams with Gabriel. Does his higher self have something that he would like to tell me? Thank you. Okay, Rita. What does Gabriel want to tell Rita, please? Okay. Three of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So, well, the Nine of Cups. Okay. The message here is for you to go after your dreams. What is it that you wish for? You're being urged to open yourself up to those dreams, those wishes that you have deep inside yourself, and to believe that you will be with Gabriel, that things will work out, because you've got this Three of Pentacles. These dreams are relating to growth and the possibility and potential for growth. And then you've got Queen of Pentacles. So we're talking about being practical with regard to Gabriel, and going forward, having time and patience, and realizing that all good things come to those who wait. So there was a real sort of message there with those cards, I feel, about going after what you wish for, but also remaining very grounded and realizing that things take time, is what he's saying there, for you, Rita. Okay. But Three of Pentacles, it indicates movement forward. But, you know, there's a need to be methodical and patient. So, Anne Douglas, let's so this is for, hi Deborah Smith, loving your Father Christmases. Ah, Nadina, I'll come back to you in a moment, my love. Let's do a little spirit message for Anne. Little spirit message for Anne. What do we have here, Anne? This is for you, my love. Okay, you've got the name Kay coming through for you. That's for Anne Douglas. You've got the name Kay coming through for you. Do you know of anyone of the name with the name Kay in spirit, please? Oh, Barbara, yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And it's an incredibly bright full moon. Anyway, don't start me off on that one. Let's concentrate on this for Anne. That's the thing with Gemini. The Gemini energy is going to get us all distracted. We're going to have so many things on our mind and so many things we're going to want to do, you know. That's what Geminis are all about. And you may feel a bit restless over the coming days, a bit bored with routine, but we'll talk about that in a moment. So let's have a look. Anne Douglas, is Mum in spirit, please? Is Mum in spirit? Oh, it's your mum's name. My goodness. She's so strong around you. Just seen that. Wow, it's so strong. So strong. So Kay is your mum. That is wonderful. She's come straight through for you. She's come straight through for you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Kay, do you have any guidance for Anne, please? I'm getting the name Pat as well. Does Pat mean anything to you, Anne? Does Pat mean anything to you? Does Pat mean anything to you, my love? How about Dad? Is Dad in spirit? Is Dad in spirit, Anne? Or is this Mum's dad? This could be Mum's dad. Her sister? Wow. They're very close to you then. When you've got Kay and you've got Pat, her sister, very close to you. Casey, wow, I didn't know that you had 2 children on the other side. Yeah, so you've got Mum, who's Kay, and you've got Pat, her sister, coming through as well. Is Pat in spirit? And we also have Dad here. So you have such a strong family connection. It's incredible. And it's like they've come through immediately. I have goosebumps as well, Craig, because they don't normally come through so thick and fast like that, especially with this spirit board, you know, because obviously it takes some time for them to get my brain to process what they're trying to tell me. Yeah, Dad is here. Dad is here for you, my love. I will show you in a moment. Okay. So they're letting you know they're very much around you. Okay. And they're giving me V for victory. So they're telling me that something's going to work out in your favor. Okay. That's what they're saying. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. And we're getting the word ship. So when the word ship comes out, you may think automatically that it's to do with travel. And sometimes it is, but I don't feel it is. I feel this is, I'm going to put these out for you. So we've got, see if you can see them. Can you see them? I hope you can. Right, so we've got Kay here, who Mum is very much coming through for you, my love. And you've also got Dad here. Dad very much around you. They're coming through very strong for you. And you've got the V for victory, okay? So something is going to go in your favor here. But the ship is indicating that it could take a while. It's, you know, the ship moves slowly, doesn't it? So we're talking about something that's going to take a while. They're asking you to hang in there, Anne, but it's very, very strong. You've also got Pat here, who you've indicated is Mum's sister. So wonderful, wonderful message for you. I'm going to take a spirit card now as well. Where are they? Right, okay, so this is for you, my love. I always give you a good night kiss, okay? And I feel this is Mum coming through for you. She wants you to know that she's there giving you a good night kiss, okay? That is for Anne. You just need patience, okay? Very strong message for you. Spirit are very close to you. Anne, very close to you. I feel your family connection is very, very strong and has been, you know. So Casey, I'd like to answer your question. Yeah, definitely a goosebump moment, Kerry. Oh, Kelly, thank you. So I had no idea, Casey. Well, so sorry to hear. I'm only asking because I can sense Sarah is highly tuned in this evening. Truly hope you'll take the tip to contribute to her tip jar. Oh, thank you, Casey. How would you like me? Do you want me to use the spirit board, or shall I use the cards? What would you like, my love? That's for Katie. As they're children, it may be better to go with the cards, I feel, for you. And that's for Casey. I feel I should use the cards for you, Casey. Let's have a look. Dear angels and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to Casey this evening. Please bring her 2 children through for us this evening. What messages do they have for their mum this evening, please? Okay, Casey. Now, you could see this as being very literal. And please don't see it in a harsh way, because try to remember the tarot, as you know, darling, can only speak in a certain way. But this tells me that they wanted you to know, they want you to know rather, that it was their time to go. Okay. And their death was, I feel, quite sort of traumatic, even sudden. The Hermit card, at times you withdraw and you think about this, and they know that they are around you, Casey, when this happens. They are very much around you, okay? Don't feel that you're alone with this. I feel they want you to know that, whenever you're sad, they feel it, okay? Transformed, yes, yes, transformed your life, my dear, when it happened. After something like that, our lives can never be the same again, can they? But, and the Hermit card indicates that at times you are, it's like, I feel you need to reach out and get a bit more support with this, because I feel at times you've suffered alone, and haven't really reached out enough. Now, here we have the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel you could reach out perhaps toward your family. Can you see? Here you are. And in need of help, in need of assistance, in need of support, in need of companionship and love and compassion. And I'm not so sure that you've been given enough of that, or that you've reached out enough. They don't want you to fear. They don't want you to be afraid, because they are at peace now where they are, my love. And the Five of Wands, it just relates to the battles that they've seen you deal with. And I feel these are inner battles of yours, because obviously we're talking about a different situation now, and the tarot can run quite deep. But this is to do with inner battles that you have been fighting, and it's come up next to the devil. So it's like your inner demons that you're fighting. And sometimes this negativity, that's wonderful, Casey. You do that because that's what your children are urging you to do, to get help. I don't feel you've had enough, and I feel that there is a lot of healing that still needs to be done. But you've got up and you've got on with life. That's what you've done. You've got on with life, to the best of your ability. But you're still carrying this inside you, my love, and you're still struggling with it. You're still struggling with some negative thoughts as well, and fears. This sort of situation can leave us feeling a little helpless at times. That's what I'm sensing with this Devil card, all right? And the Seven of Pentacles. They're asking you to slow down. Slow down a little bit, Mum, is what they're saying here. Okay, slow down and think about your life, okay, going forward. But yeah, I do sense this struggle with this Five of Wands, and there is a need for you to reach out, okay. Page of Wands. I feel this is their energy coming through, okay? So, as I said earlier, when children pass, when babies pass, they do continue to develop and grow into children, into adolescents, and into adults. How old would your children be now, Casey? Because I'm sensing one of them in particular has a lot of fiery energy. It's quite similar to you. Here you are, the Queen of Wands. They're quite similar to you, okay? And that's what I feel is coming through here. We've got the King of Cups here. So we've got, I feel, an elderly gentleman looking after them. And, it's a challenging situation, but one that you can get through. But they're growing into wonderful, wonderful, sorry, where is that card? They're growing into wonderful, fine young people. This person here is, I feel, an adolescent. We're talking about someone, you can see that here. I don't feel this is a child as such, more an adolescent, and he or she is coming through in particular for you and letting you know that their life is continuing, but in spirit rather than earth. Both Leos, okay, yeah, so very interesting. And this is an adolescent coming through for you here, my love, and I feel they have an incredible energy, and pretty similar to their mum. Pretty similar to their mum, especially this particular child. Very similar, and they're very close to you. I want to draw some cards from um, the Christmas tarot as well, as it does connect in wonderfully with spirit. Please, spirit, send your guidance. Send Casey's children through for us, please. Okay, hanged. Okay, I feel, um, do you know, they would like you to feel a little stocking for them. Okay, that's what the message is here. I feel that's what's coming through to me, that they would like you to hang a little stocking for them at Christmas time or Yuletide, whatever it is, whatever time you celebrate. They want you to hang a little stocking for them. It's kind of quite nice. They will see this stocking, and the star. Okay, the star is all about heaven and the spirit plane. When we're tuning in to this kind of question, so they are letting you know that when you dream, they are there. The star is all about dreams. They are very much with you when you dream. And there is a grandmother spirit looking after your children. Can you see that there, Casey? You see grandmother there? Here at the back? Grandmother spirit is looking after your children. Did you know your grandmother? I'm sensing a grandmother here. A grandmother spirit. Okay. Looking after and nurturing your children. The Temperance card is all about nurturing and giving and loving, and compassion. Okay, they are very well loved, very, very well loved, and that's for Casey. Yeah, she's very, you could see her there, Casey. She came through to let you know she is looking after them. And temperance, we're talking about two, balance. So she's looking after the two of them, and trying to keep balance, because there's one in particular who's quite boisterous, this Page of Wands, who is a sort of an adolescent stage. And I've just seen now that you've 14 and 9. Okay. So the comments take a little while to get to me, but 14 and 9. So it would be the 14-year-old. Yeah, she's definitely there. Looking after them, my love. Two beautiful angels, that's right. Okay, so there are a lot of emotions, Barbara, and it's just before full moon, and isn't that typical, isn't it? I do find Kerry, I do find that full moon does bring on a lot of emotion. Um, so if anyone has donated, I will come to them. If not, I will see who I am drawn to. Rita, yeah, Geminis can be a challenge, but they are also fun and make you laugh, and Kelly Graff, I think it's your first time here, isn't it? Did you have a question, my love? It's 1:21, you're saying. Is that 1:21 in the morning? Lahama, good evening. Yes, it's a 12:12 portal, very strong this evening. The energies are so strong when it's a full moon. Well spotted, Michelle. Um, in California, Kelly. Wow. Did you have a question for me, my love? That's for Kelly. Oh, you're a Gemini, Barbara. Yeah, fun and chatty. Yeah, I always get on really well with Geminis. I love their childlike way. Thank you, Leonie. Ah, Nadina, there you are. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes you have to pop on and remind me because there are so many names. Kelly, just add to that message, darling, because is my son in Discovery Bay, California at the time or around you need to kind of finish it off for me. If you ever look back at your message, Kelly, you'll see it's not completed. Nadina. So a little general reading for 2020. Okay. The world just stepping into a new cycle. This is for Nadina. Your world is about to open up. Did you see the light? I don't know if you saw it. The light really shine then. I don't know where that's come from. The world. Now I feel this is spirit. Spirit are very close to us this evening. So the world is opening up to you, Nadina Powell, in 2020. You're ready for change. You're ready for a new cycle. You're leaving the old you behind and you're stepping out. You've got Two of Pentacles. It could be a major decision here with this combination of cards, a major decision, and you're kind of needing to weigh things up. It could be that you're walking away from something, and there's an emotional connection with this, Nadina. There is an emotional connection. In other words, you're attached emotionally. You're feeling quite fed up. There's more emotion here. Are you in a relationship? Because and just as I said that, you had the Lovers. This reading appears to be connected with love, Nadina. Are you in a relationship, my love? Hi, Maya. How are you, darling? And as Keita Ruth has pointed out, could you please complete your question? So this is for okay, where is the Nadina, isn't it? Nadina. Hoping that you'll jump in with you just broke up. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Because the Four of Cups is telling me that there's a real decision you're needing to make about this relationship in 2020. You've walked away or someone has walked away here. Sorry, let's find the card. Someone has walked away here, my love. But you know what? I feel you've really tried hard in this relationship, Nadina. You really have given it your all. This wasn't an easy thing to do. It wasn't an easy decision to make. Whoever made the decision, and you could see the decision was being weighed up here, it wasn't an easy decision to make, but it was made and it's left you feeling completely Downhearted is the word I'm getting here. Downhearted. And but your first card was the world. So you're stepping out into the world next year. It is time for a new cycle, but you're going to need to be very honest about with regard to whether you want to end this or want to get it back on track. I'm sensing you may be pulled back toward this person, but it's about being honest with yourself as to whether this is someone who will make you happy. But I do sense you being pulled back to this person in 2020. Okay. Yeah. So, Kelly Graff, it's impossible to answer your question because you've not completed it, my love. So I'm afraid I may have to come to you on Friday if you come along on Friday. Um, Leonie, I'm going to draw you a few cards. Okay, Leonie, it's time for you to get out of your comfort zone and play a little. Be with children. Do you have children, Leonie? Or are there young people around you? There's a need for you to be around young energy, to get out of your comfort zone, and build something. The Queen of Pentacles. Sometimes you're so practical, Leonie, and yet I sense you've got this lovely young energy, but you're not always using it. You've had a fair amount of difficulty or trauma this year, and it's been a rocky road. But look, Three of Pentacles again, you've got it twice. Okay. You need to make an agreement with yourself, is what they're saying here. You need to make an agreement with yourself that 2020 is going to be a year where you focus on growth, inner growth as well as outer growth, okay? That you step out of the bubble that you've kind of been in this year, and stop being afraid of the big wide world. I feel you need to tap into this young energy that's inside of you, Leonie, because it's wonderful, it's beautiful, it's a lovely energy, very innocent and pure. Okay, but I'm not sure. I feel this year's been quite hard for you in some way. I'm sensing stress or trauma around you, my love. And but you're kind of picking yourself up now. And 2020 is a year where you really could step forward if you want to, but you've got to be prepared to step out of that comfort zone of yours. Okay, my love. You're welcome, Nadina. So pause, my son. So, is your son feeling any of your energies today? Is that what you're saying? Okay, Leonie. Well, they're asking you to focus on moving forward next year. It's about moving forward, new paths ahead of you. Okay, one foot in front of the other, and getting together with people is what I sense there. I need for you to be around people. Oh, well done, Tiger Dragon, for remembering that. My goodness, you've got a good memory. um, so this is for Kelly. Where have you gone, Kelly? So is your son feeling any of your energies? Okay. You're welcome, Leonie. Have you had a bit of a fallout with your son? Or I'm sensing battles, stress around your son. Let me know, Kelly, if you can. I'm sensing battles and stress around your son, my love. That is for Kelly. Yeah. Between you and your son, have there been difficulties? Here you are as the mother, the Empress, and he seems to have moved, turned away from something. He's turned away from something. Let me know, please, Kelly. Perhaps there's a delay. I think you said you're in Canada. Perhaps there's a delay between you typing and I don't know. Shouldn't be these days, should there, with the internet? But what do I know anyway? The technical side is not my forte. So, but 3 of Wands indicates that this person has sort of moved away. They're quite a strong character, but they miss you. They do miss you. That's what I want to say. Sometimes they feel a bit lonely without you, but they're a little bit stubborn, perhaps won't admit it. I'm wondering, you may see them over the festive season. Are you thinking of seeing this person, your son, over the festive season, over the holidays? Let me know. But I'm sensing they're missing you. Okay. Yeah, Kelly, I feel they're missing you. You may find that you get to see them over the festive season. Okay, so it's getting quite late now, so I'm going to do a card choice. Thank you to those of you who have joined me this evening. I will be back on Friday night, and there's also a video that a giveaway I've uploaded, which will be out tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. So do look out for that. So let's have a look. What card shall we use? Okay. Do you know what? With all the energy this evening, I'm going to draw Craig. You say such incredible things. I'm sure I must be blushing. Thank you so much. You are an inspiration yourself, and I feel honoured that you are here as part of the community, and of course as a moderator. So I feel the feeling is mutual, shall we say? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use this deck, the Talking to Heaven deck, because we have had spirit very strong around us this evening. I'm sure you'll agree. And I do feel they want to come through, for everyone. So if you think about who you would like to come through for you this evening, I'm going to draw 4 cards. And let's see what Spirit want you to know, right? Okay. Dear Spirit, please come through for this wonderful community this evening. What guidance do you have for them? What messages do you have for them, please? Okay, for those of you drawn to card 1, you are never alone is what Spirit want you to know, okay? So if you have been feeling alone, if you have been suffering in silence and, feeling as if the world is a lonely place, then Spirit want you to know that it isn't, because they are there. They're comforting you. They're by your side. And when you are alone or feeling alone, they draw very, very close to you, okay? So feel their loving vibration and their loving energy. And card 2 is It Was My Time to Go. So for those of you drawn to card 2, this is assurance that when our time comes, there is no way of preventing us from crossing to Spirit. But, we are always met by loving people, as these cards have always assured us. So, for those of you drawn to card 2, this person may have gone a little bit early. Perhaps it was a surprise, a shock that it happened. You weren't prepared for it, maybe. I don't feel we're ever prepared for anyone's death, but however it happened, they want you to know that it was their time to go. And card free, okay, don't be afraid. Those of you drawn to card free, please don't be afraid. Life can be scary, it can be tough, and it can be rocky, it can be emotional. If you look in this card, the waves are crashing against the rocks. But the sea always calms, doesn't it, eventually? And life is the same. It can be a bit of a roller coaster, but they want you to know that you don't need to be afraid. They are there with you, and you will get through the situation you're facing right now. And card 4, we've got some beautiful cards this evening. Um, I send you loving signs through nature. So look out for those signs, those of you drawn to card 4, especially if you kind of need some help or guidance at the moment. Because it's when those signs come to you that perhaps certain things will pop into your head, certain ideas or answers or solutions, you see. So if, for example, you're in the garden and a little robin appears, look at what you're thinking about at that time. Is there a message there? What's popping into your head? It's not just about seeing the signs, it's about connecting the dots, connecting that sign to the message or what you're feeling, what you're thinking at the time. And they are your cards for this evening. It's been a powerful, there's been a powerful energy this evening, hasn't it? And it's no surprise with this full moon at all. So I hope you've enjoyed this evening. Thank you so much for being with me. And do look out for tomorrow morning's giveaway. And Andrea's been seeing Robin. She said you need to connect the dots there, Andrea, next time, So I will say good night. Love to you all, and I will be back on Friday. Sweet dreams.